Hey y'all, today I want to talk deeply about what I heard. And I've heard it before, but every time I hear it, it resonates with me so well. Um, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said, where there are no decent women, there are no decent men. I wrote this down so I won't forget nothing because I was so passionate about it. I just kept writing and kept writing and kept writing, adding what I heard him say. Okay, and how I heard it and interpreted. Because like I say always, we're kids. We're of God and we're the children of Christ, okay? And so each kid hears stuff different. You might hear it totally different than I did, but this is what I got from it. So it said, where there are no decent women, there are no decent men. It's a cycle, a reflection of each other. Ladies, you set the standard of community. You are the first teacher, the nurturer, the backbone, and the mother of civilization. And you brothers, we mirror what we see. You mirror what you see. And when you don't see a standard of decency, we all fall. Okay? The world watches us, waiting to see us fail. And sometimes we give them the satisfaction because we don't understand our power. When a woman loses her sense of worth, the community suffers. If you ever heard your mom cry at night, then you know the pain that's often hidden beneath the surface. How many mothers out there trying or have tried to hold it all together on their own? If you think about it, think about how many women are doing this in the household by themselves. You ever try to holler at a woman and they say, I don't got no man, I don't got no man? Repeatedly, all day. I don't want no man. Strong on the outside, but hurting on the inside. You know, our children witness this. They see strength as isolation, thinking that what it means to survive, that's what it means to survive. But survival is only half the journey. A family is supposed to be a unit, a place of growth, not a battlefield. When a mother suffers alone, it becomes a lesson in struggle, not in love. This is why women that's alone and struggling is okay with it. And they say stuff like, I got me, or I'm built for this. And they have that mentality. Knowing only one side, which is struggle, and not ever understanding a man's true love when they love you. I was like that. I never believed in men like that. And I had a good man to raise me. I just felt like my dad was the only man that was a good man. Seriously. Because I always compare everybody to my daddy. And that's why it took me so long to be with somebody. So I grew up in a healthy, it wasn't my mom, my real mom, but I respected her as my mom. Okay? A child who grows up in a broken environment feels their brokenness deeply. Facts show that children from single parent homes are more likely to experience poverty, lower education outcomes, and even higher rates of crime. Now, this doesn't mean that every person that's in a single home is doomed, but it means the struggle is definitely real. And when we see the effects of all around us, we are affected. You see it around us, don't you? Every young man on the block, every girl with the hardened heart, the ones that's mean, just angry all the time. You see it. This isn't natural. It's the result of generations who never heal. And let's talk about what we see today, okay? A lot of young women have been raised by mothers who had no choice but to carry the weight of two roles, the mother and the father, the man and the woman. That weight is heavy, it's exhausting. And so many of our daughters see that strength and think, I don't need no man. I can do this alone. My mama did it. A lot of us say that. But where did that idea come from? It came from watching their mothers struggle without support and mistaking resilience for rejection. Okay? Now, we know a lot of sisters say they don't need a man, but they really don't mean it. Do you really think they mean it? Or is it a guard, a defense against pain they've seen? Women watched their mothers suffer. She may choose to be independent rather than vulnerable. I'd rather be single and have to go through and be loving a man and put my feelings all in it and just be disappointed. That's what they feel. And when she does that, she shuts down emotionally. So when a good man does come along, she doesn't trust him either. She's been taught by experience to stand alone. And then if she knows struggle, she gonna feel like I love struggle so much that I don't even know how it feels to be relaxed. I'm not even comfortable relaxing because I'm not comfortable with relaxing because I'm so used to struggle. Okay? And she feels like they will disappoint her, like they did her mother. And many of our young men are also products of the same environment. They grow up without seeing what a committed, loving relationship look like. They learn that women can be disposable, that relationships are a game, and men don't take nothing serious. Their daddy didn't take it serious. So, and my mama is okay, so they think she okay. So that I could do the same thing. It's a sad truth that if we don't teach our young men to respect women, we raise a generation that will only continue the cycle. How can a man respect a woman if he's never seen his father respect his mother? You tell me. Education is key, but I'm not talking about in school. I'm talking about the education that comes from witnessing a healthy, loving home. Okay? I wrote some stuff down: hugs, kissing, loving, protection. A child needs to see love in action form. According to studies, children who witness healthy marriages and partnerships are less likely to experience divorce themselves. They grow up knowing what love and sacrifice look like, that there's up times, down times, in between times. You know, I'm telling you, they I grew from somebody in my family, my mom and my dad, sticking it out through hard times. I'm talking about really hard times, fighting and everything physically, to going from that to changing and to more respectful relationship. Okay, they understand commitment. They value respect. When that man goes out in the world and works his ass off and comes home, I should say, but when he works his butt off and he comes home, his woman is anxiously waiting to comfort and nurture that man. Okay? No hesitation. Y'all women need to respect his protection, respect his giving, respect his mind, and his thoughts of providing for you. He can go to work and do whatever he wants to for himself, but he is bringing it home to you, sharing with you his hard earned money. These are the women that have good men that's out here sacrificing their body and their health to push forward and do whatever they need to do for the women. Men, when you come home, respect her happiness, respect her calmness. Don't come home and all you want to do is come home to a woman on your TV. As soon as you come in, you changing the channel to sexual contents. Your sexual desires is all on a show. You know, it just don't do that. Respect the food she brings you. Stop going to buy food when you know she got a meal for you. Respect how she tends to your kids and clean up your house. Okay? If she don't know how to cook, tell her. Tell her, you don't know how to cook, baby. I love you, but I'm gonna have to help you. And find her resources on how to cook for you. If you know how to cook, show her how to cook that food that's so good. She will want to if she really loves you. Now, don't get me wrong. Independence is beautiful, but in independence without a purpose is isolation. We are social beings meant to connect, to build each other, to build together. And when a woman decides she doesn't need a man, it's often a cry from her spirit that she's been disappointed or betrayed. Okay? Her independence is her armor, but we're not made to go through life armored up all the time, especially not a woman, because a woman is supposed to be soft in her essence, feminine, gentle. Sometimes we need to feel safe to be vulnerable. A woman ain't gonna feel vulnerable and want to be exposed if she don't feel safe. As soon as a woman feels safe, you will notice her soften up, almost childlike. See, a foolish child brings sorrow to his mother, but that foolishness didn't come from nowhere. It came from a lack of guidance, a lack of male influence, a lack of balance. A child who grows up without structure becomes reckless. And let's not ignore the facts. Children in father absent homes are almost 4 times more likely to live in poverty. 4 times. More likely to engage in risky behaviors, more likely to face struggles in life. We have to break this chain in our families, in our communities. And it starts with us, one person at a time. I always tell my son, because he got a great relationship, and he be out at football games with his family, and he actually is the coach of his football team, and him and his fiance is doing wonderful with each other. They friends on all type of stuff, and I can see when I go to the games of people looking like, wow, they got a great family together. And you see all the toxic people that try to break it up, try to slide in, women try to slide in, but my son don't be going. You know, he knows. I taught him well. I taught him well about that seductive spirit on women. And he knows it, he sees it. And he hears up and get away from it, okay? He don't give it no play. And that's what you have to do as men. Because that his woman is so confident because she already know. Once you give your woman that confidence, boy, I'm telling you, she gonna love you so much and she gonna uplift you. Okay? By uplifting our women and teaching our men. Okay? When men know how to respect a woman and take responsibility, the community changes. Okay? Once you see a whole bunch of men respecting our women, then women will get right. Because I'm telling you, even if the women feel like they don't want no man, when they see a good man, they will take notice. Trust me. Um, so when a man knows how to respect a woman and takes responsibility, the community changes despite his own selfish desires. No matter how bad you want to do something, no matter how much you want to look and sample, respect. Respect that woman. And the women will start respecting you. And you'll be the only man. If you're the only man who's doing this respectful deed, you will be the only man that the women desire as far as respectfully. Like, not as far as sexually or whatever, but they will only respect you. If you're the only man to respect, they're going to respect you. Any doubt that they have on what other men do, if you show them different, they're going to respect you. When a woman knows her worth and recognizes she's deserving of respect, the family becomes a foundation, not a burden. We can't keep living in these fractured households and expect to see growth. We need unity. In a world where so many families are broken, it's time to heal us. Time to rebuild the family unit as a place of support and love. That means creating partnerships, built on respect, not control. That means raising our children to value family, to see strength in togetherness. We have to rewrite the narrative so our sons and daughters know what it means to have a family, to be a part of something greater than themselves. We are in a me generation right now, everybody. And we are all in this together. Okay? So, sisters and brothers, remember that family is power, not a hindrance. We were meant to be more than survivors. We were meant to be creators, builders, teachers, and lovers. Love conquers all. Okay? So, it's really important for you to find somebody that you can be vulnerable with. The cycle can end with us. A decent man respects a decent woman. So if you out here slanging that thing and you out here having this seductive, poor energy, you not a decent woman. So you won't get a decent man. And this is why you will stay single. Okay? So a decent woman can change an undecent man. Okay? Together they build a family that inspires decency in the world. That's where true strength lies. Okay, so you women out here, you know, if you're not a decent woman, if you're not a decent woman, you will not find a decent man. Okay, because like I said, we are the first teacher, the nurturer, and the backbone, and you got to think of yourself more than a survivor, more than a conqueror. You have to think of yourself as more than just an object, more than just a look. And once you know that about yourself, you're going to change everything in your path. The destination that you headed to now is not the destination that you could be headed to if you change your mindset. You have the power to change what's going to happen tomorrow just by this major change. Um, I know men are unpredictable. You think because they like all this sexual content and all this horrible content that that's what they like. But some men don't even know what they like until you have to bring them to that. And they keep saying that a woman can't raise no man, but we've been doing it all our lives, okay? And like Khadijah did, Miss Khadijah, um, that's the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's wife. She led him to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. She led him to his growth. So even if you can't teach him, you can lead him to where he can be taught. And that's all I'm going to say today. I love y'all. I hope I dropped some gems and I hope you understand it. If you want more of the message, just follow the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and see if he don't change your mind. He's so strong and so deep. You don't have to believe in religion, his religion. Everybody is in a pact. Everybody is ganged up. I'm this religion. When we should just all take the good things and the gems of each religion and combine them. And you could say I'm Christian, but I love what this person is saying. So many people are not realize that we just need to meet in the middle. It don't have to be I'm on one side or other because I'm not on no side or the other. I just believe in certain good stuff that they say. So I'm about that. And so if I was able to go to see a Louis Farrakhan, I would wrap my hair up and do exactly what the women do there, out of respect for their religion and love for a person that's trying to make our society a better society and take care of our people. It's all respect. Read your room. Know how to act and respect people. There's no respect. Everybody is thinking about what I want, what I need. And that's a lot of times where depression comes from. Is this didn't happen for me. This is what I wanted. And it makes you break down like stuff is not going good for me. It's a selfish way to think. And once we start thinking of others and putting others before our own selfish desires, God will make a way for you if you believe that. Okay? I love you all. I appreciate you all. Make sure you put on your post notifications if you want to watch me. I try to keep it covered. I try to respect your man. If you're a woman on here, follow me. I try to respect your man. I try to definitely respect mine. Okay? But keep watching so we can go viral in here. All right. I know my glasses always falling and they too heavy, but I like these glasses and I pay for them. And I can keep them up as long as I don't look down because I'm looking down. It'll stay up. But since I'm looking down, they slip down. And my skin is oily. So, you know, but I hope this message finds somebody who really need it. And I hope you, even if you're in a different religion, even if you're Christian, still watch them. He dropped some gems and he's for us. Okay? I love y'all. Make sure you sipping it slow. Almost forgot my line, y'all. All right.